All right. So that actually wraps up the NWA Saturday Night portion of this week's episode. Now, y'all can thank Doc for this next segment that we're going to roll into, which we're doing because otherwise it would be a short show. I showed this to Doc off air, and we were going to do a patron episode on this, but you know what? We're feeling generous, so there's that. If you
I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to get yelled at for bringing this up on the air. Don't get it twisted. He's not happy about this.
That's not true. That's not true. I will say, if you are considering becoming a patron, we have a bunch of stuff like this behind the paywall on our Patreon side at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. That's tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. A great way to support this show. 200 plus Patreon exclusive episodes are up there for you to enjoy. Plus, by the time this airs, we would have done another live stream that Hopper and I are going to do on Friday night. So, where we'll talk some Herb Abrams, and then Doc is going to join us for another live stream in the next week. So, like the live streams that we do, we've been putting them up on our Patreon side, so you can watch live with us with the rest of the patrons. So there you go, tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Now, Hopper, please do not laugh when I click on YouTube right here.
All right.
Just
hold it together.
Just keep it together. I'm not going to play this whole thing because it's about 8 minutes long, but there's two pieces that you need to hear. I want to brace everyone out there. This is some racist shit. It is terrible. This is Southern wrestling at its finest, though. This is the type of bull crap that they would just do and not even think twice about it back in the day. So I'm just giving you fair warning. Now, I know we're the Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast, but I still need to say that as we're about to listen to Jimmy Hart say something ridiculous, along with Jerry Lawler as well. So there's that. But again, stuff like this is up on our patron side, so enjoy that if you become a patron at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Now let's go to it. Hopper, do not laugh at the title of this. Please don't laugh. Please don't laugh. All right, hold on one second. Give me a second. I'm trying to do something here because I think I want to take a video version. No, I won't do a video version of this. There's no need to. All right, Hopper, do you see the title of this here YouTube video?
Jimmy Hart offers Kamala Watermelons and Women.
Jesus Christ.
Yo.
Memphis Wrestling, August 28th, 1982, according to YouTube. I'll put this YouTube link in the show description when you listen, and that way you can actually watch this whole thing. It's 8 minutes long. I'm going to hit play. Lance Russell is so great here. He's just a straight man, just calling it like a sports cast. I can't imagine what this man was thinking when Jimmy Hart says what he's about to say. So here it is. Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart is purportedly, well, here he comes right now. We had talked to Hart about his association with Kamala, and sure enough, here comes Jimmy with a big Ugandan giant. And here he is, Jimmy Hart.
Live and in living color.
Kamala.
What Jimmy Hart wants, Jimmy Hart gets, man. You know what? I really realized the man was mistreated. Can you imagine? This man, Kamala, the Ugandan giant, has never, ever tasted a watermelon in his life. He don't even know what a watermelon tastes like or looks like. Can you imagine depriving this giant of that? Can you imagine? Kamala has never even been with a woman in the United States. He hadn't even partied with any girls or anything. And you know the parties the First Family has, Russell. Can't you imagine? Kamala, a big watermelon party with Kamala and all those pretty little girls in a big party. This man will go crazy. Watermelons and women, Kamala. Woo! My champion.
I'm still waiting to find out. I'm kind of getting the gist of it here. How you got Kamala.
Well, I'll tell you later, but let me just say something right now. What I want to talk about is to you, Dutch Mantell. Now, Dutch.
All right, Hopper. I muted it. Doc,
who's that guy sitting?
Maybe you can get.
Who's the guy sitting in the back?
That's Dave Brown.
That's Dave Brown.
Yeah, commentator.
Have you? Did you? Is this the same thing that you tried to do to Jay Spade to get him in your stable?
Yeah, I said I'll give him a pit bull and a used Dodge Charger.
That's not even the funniest thing he told him. Harper, what was the line you told him about his credit score?
I said
commentary.
his wrestling ability is worse than his credit score.
For those who don't know, Jay Spade is an African-American man who wrestles for Wildcat, and that's the type of stuff Harper gets away with on television in New Orleans. That Jay Spade's wrestling was worse than his credit score. By the way, Harper did check with Jay Spade before he made that comment.
Why?
I'm probably not.
I don't know. I'm saying that. But you know, Harper gets away with a lot of stuff out there.
First of all, Mike, if you're 8, 7, 6 years old and you got taken to the studio wrestling and Kamala came out, I'd have been out of there.
Yeah. Fuck that.
See you later. I'm gone.
How many times do you and I have to say, we said this on a show probably 4 years ago, when we saw Kamala walking through the jungle, which was Jerry Jarrett's backyard, we were frightened like he was going to find us and cannibalize us and eat us.
He can scare kids now, I bet.
I don't know, man. Kids have gotten savvy.
Really?
Bray Wyatt.
That would scare your kid?
The new Bray Wyatt gets my son, but even now he's kind of gotten over it. The night I first saw Kamala was on Saturday Night Wrestling, KTVT, Channel 11, the Super Ones. And I swear to God, I looked out the window when I turned off the TV and couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I saw Kamala right around this time, 82 Mid-South. I think he came in October, and I was like, shit. Like, he gave me nightmares for a little while.
I ain't having it. So the
I
first
mean, you
thing
don't know, bro. You like 7 years old, 8 years old, man. You like, fuck, man. This dude, like, we didn't know that was Jerry Jarrett's backyard. We just thought he was walking through the jungle in Africa.
That shit was Uganda.
Bro, that was real.
But Dutch looks good, huh?
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
Wait till Lawler comes out. Lawler's going to say something that's going to pop even worse. Okay.
Lawler's going to give you some ideas for what you can do when the vaccine gets made.
So, Harper, I need your thoughts on Jimmy Hart offering Kamala, I hate to say it, watermelons and women.
Women. It would have been better if he would have said watermelons and white women.
Or
God.
What about Ripple?
What's that?
Ripple?
Don't even ask me. Don't you?
What is that, Mike?
No, I'm not. Nope. Y'all ain't. No. Mm-mm.
What is that? That's a drink?
Yeah.
You gonna make me turn on Jimmy Hart?
I don't know what that is. Ripple.
I don't know either. Now, there we go. Can we get back to wrestling, please?
Yeah, Mike knows what it is.
It ain't like this is going to be classy either.
Watermelons and women. Did you hear what he said, though, when he was like, well, you're going to have a big old, baby, we're going to have a watermelon party with all them pretty women. What the hell? He said that. What? Baby,
and the thing is, no one, like, flinches.
Nobody gave a shit.
Right. No one's like, oh, my God, what do you say? I mean, fucking Lance just totally just like, yeah, okay.
Bruh, let me tell you something. This is a true story.
Hey, wait. Lance gets outraged, too, at times. Lance's like, oh, come on, guys, settle down. So, like, Lance does the outrage thing. This one here, he just was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Go ahead, Doc.
1982, maybe 1983. Just to tell you how much people didn't give a shit back in the day. I was, 7, 8, 9 years old, somewhere in that time frame. I had a weeknight soccer game, and I was our team's best player. I ain't saying I'm fucking Pele, but I was our team's best player. And bruh, it was the spring soccer season, and you know what that means in Texas, Mike. Here comes the storm. And the fucking tornado sirens are going off. And we don't stop playing soccer. We were out there playing a game with the tornado sirens going on. People didn't give a shit about anything back then. I bet half the fucking parents were sitting over there while the sirens were going off smoking.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You know what got us off the field? It was not the sirens, and it wasn't the lightning. It was when it started raining, the parents then got inconvenienced, and we had to call the game. So if that's what's going on, Watermelons and Women about some Ugandan cannibal ain't going to faze anybody back then.
Did y'all see when someone shared it? I think it was on the Facebook page with Lanny Poffo does that promo.
Oh, yeah.
About AIDS, how it turns fruits into vegetables.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. You haven't heard that one?
How fucking horrible was that?
You haven't heard that one, Doc?
Yes, but it's awesome.
I'll tell you what. Let me. It's messed up. Hold on. So,
if you said that now, they would burn the goddamn building down.
You would be stoned.
Yes.
Later. With real
all right.
stones.
You would. You would.
Good
Okay.
Lord, Harper. Get you some of this.
Now,
So
who's that?
I'll play that.
Like a
I'll play
watermelon
that.
salesman?
No, Topper. I'll play the Lanny one in a second, but first I need to go to what Lawler tells Kamala, which I don't even know. Never mind. God, I don't even know how to shape this thing. But anyway, Lawler comes out because Kamala's getting in the ring, and listen to what Lawler has to say. Holy shit.
I can't imagine him backing out of the match, but I'll deal with him later. But Jerry Lawler has agreed to take his place, so we can still have a match.
Let me just say a few words here to you, Mr. Hart, you little stinking slimy wimp, and listen up. Now, you can run all over the country and you can tell everybody that you won that belt for me, but you couldn't beat your way out of a wet paper bag, punk. I'm the one that beat that big Ubangi, and I did it then, and I can do it any day of the week. Do you understand that? Now, I'll tell you what I'm fixing to do, Hart. I'm fixing to show you, so you just take those little dark glasses off, get those little beady eyes of yours trained on that ring, because I'm fixing to take that big black jerk, and I'm going to beat that paint off his face, and then I'm going to wet his lips, and I'm going to stick him to that wall right over there, and then, Hart, I'm going to take you, and I'm going to do the same thing to you. Do you understand that?
Okay. Well, the match is getting a Dave. I guess we got a change in it.
All right.
Listen to Lance. He doesn't even blink.
And I'm going to do the same thing to you. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Because I'm fixing to take that big black jerk, and I'm going to beat that paint off his face, and then I'm going to wet his lips, and I'm going to stick him to that wall right over there, and then, Hart, I'm going to take you, and I'm going to do the same thing to you. Do you understand that?
Okay. Well, the match is getting a Dave. I guess we got to...
Lance is like, well, okay, the match is getting... Jesus. That's terrible.
They used to have a He-Man figure called Leech that did that. You could wet his mouth and you could stick him to the window and shit.
Wow.
I still got him somewhere.
This was before
Here's the
that.
thing.
God.
He couldn't even get to the bad part today. When he just called him a big black jerk, that would have been enough.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way. If people are pissed off because they had a fucking Indian woman on that fucking Land O'Lakes fucking logo, this shit wouldn't have lasted 5 seconds.
They were equal opportunity offenders though in Memphis if you want to look at it through 2020 eyes. And I'm not saying I'm offended. I'm just saying in general. I'm saying if you were to go back and look, I mean, Lawler called Jimmy Valiant the F word.
He sure did.
Twice, blatantly. He's a bleep. You turning that boy into a bleep. He just let it fly.
I don't know. I don't know exactly.
Tracy Smothers.
Yeah, Tracy said it.
Said it too, like it was nothing. And this is why you can't watch things like this and judge it with 2020 eyes, because it's just not the same world. It's a different world. 82, man, that's almost 40 years ago. Just think about that.
Yeah, 40 fucking years ago, huh?
Yeah, you gotta, you realize how long ago it was. But it's like amazing when you watch it and you hear him say, "I'm going to wet your lips and attach you to the ceiling." Holy shit.
I'm going to wet your lips and stick you to the window.
That's insane. like, did he say that? Yeah, he said it. Bro,
Big
this
black
shit.
jerk.
Okay, Harper, what was the title of that Poffo one? Do you remember?
I couldn't tell you. I think it was something like Lanny Poffo and AIDS.
Whoa, he's Googling. Look at all those things that he has up on his Google.
God, look at you, bro.
White MILFs. I thought you didn't like white girls.
Yeah.
Lanny Poffo, Memphis,
And AIDS.
Fruits. And
you type fast. You should be a receptionist.
You realize I work on a computer for a living, Harper.
No, whatever, bro. No, your people don't do shit like that, right?
Oh, no.
What the hell is all this shit? Because I typed AIDS in it. That's why all that shit's coming up. Jesus Christ.
God, look at that shit. What was that? Pussy in what?
See that? That came up? Holy shit. Oh, my God. That's terrible.
Let's see. Well, it's on the Facebook page.
I'll never find it there.
Hold on, bro.
Doc, talk say something.
Oh, yeah. All right. I say it. It says,
what's it called?
Lenny Poffo on the Rock and Roll Express warning. Let's see. Yeah.
There it is. All right, here we go. Sean Sparks posted this in the group.
Instrument of torture. Lance, I have a very important point to make. It might be a simile or a metaphor, but I think you'll get the message and you can relate it to the people. Listen carefully. Poffomania has something in common with a degenerative disease called AIDS. In both cases, we are turning fruits into vegetables. Now, the Rock and Roll Express, because you have chosen to seek power by riding the back of the tiger, in other words, jumping on 6033, then you must pay the price as Elvis Presley has paid the price, as Marvin Gaye has.
Okay, do we hear the part that y'all
Did
wanted
he
to
just
hear?
say Marvin Gaye's paying the price?
Yeah.
Yes.
He brings up like the dead rock stars and shit.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
Bro,
because
leave Marvin Gaye
rock
out.
and roll is dead.
Has paid the price, as Janis Joplin has paid the price, all became extinct through their own undoing, and that is what Rock and Roll Express must endure. I am telling you as a threat. I throw poems of love, but in the ring right now is a declaration of war. Poffomania shall bury the Rock and Roll Express. Read what it says. Rock and Roll
Express is dead, boy.
God damn.
What did he say again, Harper?
He said, "What? AIDS turns fruits into vegetables. How fucked up is that?
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Why do we do this?
We
You
are
can't-
turning fruits into vegetables. What the hell?
Why? Why do we do this?
Dude, you
Because no one
cannot
else
look
will.
you cannot look at wrestling through 2020 eyes, man. It's insane.
Isn't that horrible?
We should cancel ourselves.
God.
Maybe we should go ahead and get on out of here then.
I think so. Before we do so, I want to thank everybody out there who listens. Also, consider using our Amazon link. It's tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon. It's a great way to support the show without spending anything extra. If you're already shopping on Amazon, please use that link.